Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2026 St. Louis University Madrid Commencement Ceremony. My name is Francisco Garcia Serrano, and I am one of the Vice Rectors for Academics at SLU-Madrid. It is a pleasure to be the first one to welcome all of you to today's ceremony. Please rise as you are able for the invocation offered by our Vice Rector, Victoria Villarreal, which will be followed by the national anthems of the United States of America and the Kingdom of Spain.
Good morning. Today, we gather not only to celebrate achievement, but to honor a journey, one marked by hard work, sacrifice, resilience, and growth. To our graduates, this day belongs to you. But it also is shared with the families, friends, mentors, professors, and communities who have supported you along the way. In the Jesuit tradition, education has never been understood as simply the pursuit of knowledge or professional success. It is a call to become more fully human, to grow in wisdom, in compassion, in faith, and in the responsibility towards others. May you carry forward the values that have shaped your time here: intellectual curiosity, integrity, humility, and a commitment to serving others. As you begin this next chapter, may you use your talents not only to pursue success, but also to make a meaningful difference in the lives of others. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Good morning. Buenos dias. I'm Dr. Lori Mazuka, and it is my honor to serve as the other Vice Rector for Academics at SLU-Madrid. At its heart, the Madrid campus, as well as this ceremony, is fundamentally about our students. It is therefore appropriate that they have a prominent voice in this ceremony. In keeping with our Jesuit mission, the formation of men and women for others, committed to the service of faith and the promotion of justice, we are reminded that the future speaks through those who dare to stand and be heard, especially when their voices are guided by a commitment to serve the common good. It is with pleasure that I present two of our remarkable degree candidates nominated by the faculty who dare to stand and be heard today, and who will address us gathered here, one in Spanish and one in English. Our first student speaker is Felipe Rosario. Originally from San Juan, Puerto Rico, Felipe, or Tino, as we know him, came to SLU-Madrid after 2 years of study at Boston University, looking for something different. It can be hard to find your place at a new institution as a transfer student, but Tino wasted no time making Madrid his home. As a marketing major at SLU-Madrid with a GPA of 3.88, he became active in the Global Business Club and worked closely with faculty to advocate for and advance the interests of our business students through event organization and engagement. But Tino's impact extends far beyond SLU-Madrid. Combining his passion for music and fashion, his commitment to sustainability, and his professional interest in marketing, Tino is already a successful entrepreneur. He's co-owner of the fashion brand Socio División and has expanded the brand's reach to cities such as Madrid, Barcelona, or New York. As an event manager, he organizes sustainability-focused fashion festivals and works in music and multimedia production in his native Puerto Rico, and has performed himself in live music events in Madrid, Boston, and San Juan. Both in and out of the classroom, Tino embodies the creativity, perseverance, talent, ambition, and commitment to our mission that is so characteristic of a SLU-Madrid student. It is my great pleasure to invite Felipe Rosario, magna cum laude, to address you today in his native language, Spanish.
Thank you. Okay. Hola. Antes de comenzar a soltar palabras, primero que nada, quiero expresar mi agradecimiento a la escuela tan especial por no tan solo darme la oportunidad para poder hablar a un micrófono y sacar mi vocabulario facial, pero por dejarme hacerlo con sabor a ñ y doble L. Ahí me dieron instrucciones para esto. La idea era que hable de mi experiencia en esta escuela, y cuando me dijeron eso, lo primero que pensé, está fácil, no está tan complicado. Pero realmente cuando comencé a pensar en qué decir por 3 a 5 minutos, se me hizo bastante difícil. O sea, me puse a pensar, ¿qué valor tendré yo para expresarme hacia todos ustedes que se están graduando ahora mismo y a todos sus familiares? No está tan fácil. Pero aquí voy. Yo tengo una cosa bien clara, y que esta universidad hizo mis sueños realidad. Los que deseaba y hasta los que ni sabía que tenía. Como dijo Lori, soy de una isla diminuta en el Caribe y me gradué de una escuela que también es bastante diminuta. Y hay algo especial que atrae realmente conocer tu ambiente y quienes lo hacen tan únicamente especial. Es una intimidad, un entendimiento de quiénes somos individualmente y juntos. Y eso mismo me brindó SLU. Pero antes de todo eso, yo tomé la decisión de irme a Boston. Y por la primera vez en mi vida sentí que era ser uno más. Perdí la noción de quiénes definían el entorno y por eso no me pude acoplar. Lejos de mi hogar no logré encontrar esa seguridad, así que me fui y me vine para acá. Y no fue fácil tomar ese paso, pero aquí todos los tomamos. Lo tomamos porque sabíamos lo que queríamos, porque creíamos en nosotros mismos, pero solo pudimos tomar el paso porque esta escuela nos brindó un suelo para caminar. Y ese suelo, que primero fue el lobby SIH y terminó siendo la casa de Gonzalo, no era para caminar nada más. Yo en ese suelo corrí, bailé, lloré, me reí, pero más importante que nada, en ese suelo encontré a todos ustedes. Y no pudiese estar más agradecido. Ha sido un honor ser parte de esto porque la luz de sus almas no se puede atenuar y Dios mío, qué brillo el que suelta esta escuela. Lo de inexplicable tiene su manera de ser entendido y el amor que le tengo a esta universidad realmente es difícil de explicar. pero para eso existe la poesía, así que... Y eso es lo que les quiero expresar a ustedes. Voy a leer un poema y con eso me bajo del stage. Comenzando un comienzo escrito, lápiz en la mano, decisiones todas hechas basadas en mi pasado. Solo pido no aburrirme, pido Dios no estar aislado de mí mismo, de mis intenciones dentro de este lago y no me hundo, pero no siento el suelo. Y los cisnes me rodean, solo miro para el cielo, esperando algo nuevo que venga y me rescate de orilla a orilla. La sonrisa ya me late porque yo veo el faro, veo el faro, veo el faro. Voy remando con los dedos, voy remando con los brazos. Ya me siguen ambas piernas y los cisnes toman vuelo. Hasta las nubes me acompañan reflejándome el suelo porque ya voy llegando, voy llegando, voy llegando. Ya las nubes bailan juntas, celebrando, practicando, dando espacio para el sol, la luna y el cielo azul. El cielo azul que dicen que refleja el color del mar, el cielo azul que le brindé al faro algo para dar, el cielo azul que pinta el faro del color de mi camino y el azul es mi destino, ese azul es donde estoy, ese azul sacado del agua, llevo el azul para donde voy, porque el día que me muera yo dejo el azul atrás, pero este día yo respiro sabiendo que siempre hay más, soy azul, orgulloso y el azul shows the way, vamos para encima, soy you, clase 2026. Gracias.
Muchas gracias, Tino. Fantástico. It is with equal pleasure that I introduce our second speaker, Namita Chavla. Namita, also known as Nami, to those who know her well, is a double major in communication and psychology with a minor in performing arts. Namita took a leap when she left her home country of India to study at SLU-Madrid, and she has made the most of her 4 years here. Nami served as president of the Asian Culture Club, Spring 2026 student liaison for the University Counseling Center, and is one of the 2 Madrid students honored with the 2026 Spirit of the Billiken Award. She was active in dance and theater, was a campus ambassador, a volunteer with the Girl Scouts, and was a student life assistant. She made sandwiches for unhoused people with Boca Talk, was a staff writer for the university newspaper, and worked to advance social justice with the Human Rights Club or the SLU Feminist Club. Quite frankly, there is little that Namita has not accomplished at SLU-Madrid. And as if that weren't enough, she's trilingual, and she graduates today with a GPA of 3.96. Earning the distinction of summa cum laude. Through her hard work, dedication, and activism, Namita shows us that even in a small community like SLU-Madrid, we can have a great impact. After graduation, Namita plans to enroll at the University of Melbourne, Australia, where she will pursue a graduate degree in psychology and ultimately fulfill her dream of becoming a clinical child psychologist. Please join me in welcoming Namita Chavla to the podium.
Hi, guys. Last year, on April 28th, the entirety of the Iberian Peninsula lost power. Classes were canceled, public transport stopped, and all of Spain went unplugged. What else was there left to do than head over to the park and do some yoga in the sun? Bar owners handed out free beers, gelaterias distributed ice cream, and families came together to enjoy a picturesque day in the park. Amongst the chaos, I looked left and I looked right, as a big smile took over my face. In that moment, I knew that I was completely content with my life. I knew that I was safe and happy and cared for, and as long as I had my friends, nothing could go wrong. It was that moment that made me appreciate all the things life had to offer us: the good, the bad, the ugly, even the beauty hidden inside the smallest of moments. And I realized that that had been my philosophy for the last 4 years. When I applied to SLU-Madrid, it was honestly one of the most spontaneous decisions I'd ever made. For once in my life, I didn't think through the 1,000 different ways this decision could pan out, and I followed a gut feeling. That was 4 years ago. Exactly 1,461 days of growth, change, and laughter that no one, not even the Nami from 4 years ago, could have predicted. I walked into this university as this nerdy little girl, still kind of ashamed of who I was on the inside. During my childhood, I'd moved countries every few years, and so my understanding of my own culture had become shaped by the stereotypes and microaggressions that I had saw reflected in the media and in everyday life. For the longest time, I was the only brown kid in a sea full of, well, my largely white peers. When I moved back home to India at the age of 10, I began to see a deeper appreciation for everything my culture represented. A country so ingrained with culture, beauty, and centuries-old tradition. But still, I was a high school student in an age where being different only meant you being further shoved into the proverbial locker. It wasn't until I came here that I knew what it was like to feel proud of being Indian. When you're surrounded by so much diversity, you quickly learn that being different isn't a bad thing. Rather, it's what sets you apart. Fast forward 4 years, and I am now president of Asian Culture Club, helping other students just like me find a sense of home thousands of miles away. If you've been to an international night, you've seen how the students of SLU-Madrid come together every semester to showcase their heritage through food. In my culture, food is love made visible, and serving homemade chai and pani puri to the students of SLU-Madrid was just that, a way to bring together diverse religious and social groups through shared meals. And maybe that's what the SLU-Madrid community really is. Not just a place where you belong, but a place that gives you the courage to become more fully yourself. A place where love is made visible in every sense of the word. This is a community full of brilliant minds. We've survived registration stress, crises in the SLU group chat, missed deadlines, heartbreaks, messy situationships, all-nighters, and somehow still found reasons to celebrate together. And somewhere between the chaos and the comfort, we grew up. Whether it was never finding space in the cafeteria, or getting stressed about the residency card process, or even huddling around Padre Rubio Hall after class, we braved it all together. We arrived here as strangers, both to one another and to who we wanted to be, and we leave having discovered pieces of ourselves in one another. The beautiful thing about SLU-Madrid is that it never demanded that we fit into one mold. Instead, it gave us the room to evolve, to fail, to change our minds, to find new passions, new people, and new versions of ourselves. And that is something truly rare. If there's anything I've learned over these past 4 years, it's that who you are is an amalgamation of both your unique experiences and the people around you. I am a reflection of a lot of people who without I wouldn't be here today. So Mom, Dad, thank you for always raising me with the belief that I could be anything I set my mind to. To my older sister, Kriti, for always being patient with me, even when it was the last thing you wanted to do. I'm also proud to say that I wouldn't be half the person I am today without the help of the people sitting in this very room. I want to say a big thank you to my other family, my dear friends. To Caroline Grace Fields, one day you're going to rule the world, and I'll be cheering you on. To Caitlin Berry, Sophia DeSantis, Anna Maria Moody, Rose Johnson, Maeve McDonald, and Isabel Sears, thank you for always finding a way to bring laughter and happiness to my day. My performing arts homies, Ernesto Lange-Rooks, Noella Connor, Gabriela Ridley, Leticia Mondada, and Sofia Ordonez, for always reminding me to be my truest, most authentic self. And finally, special shout out to Stella Beck Pierce, for always showing me what it was like to feel truly valued. God, I'm gonna miss you guys. To Lori Mazuka, for being the truest embodiment of what it means to be a psychologist in my eyes. Rosanna Vivar, Eloy Gomez, and Susie, for always allowing me the freedom to explore all of my passions. And Sharad, for being my North Star in this very chaotic, confusing world. Lastly, I want to quickly thank all the departments I've had the privilege to work with: psychology, communications, performing arts, student life, and the counseling center. And of course, our lovely graduating batch of 2026, 2027, 2026. You may not know who some of these people are, but this is my community. And each graduate today has their own Carolines and Ernestos and Loris. I want to close with a song lyric I hold close to my heart. Jaane kyun dil jata hai, tu hai to I'll be all right, which literally means, I don't know why, but my heart knows that if I have you, I'll be all right. We may leave SLU-Madrid today with different plans, dreams, and destinations ahead of us, but we leave carrying pieces of one another. And wherever life takes us next, I hope we remember what this place has taught us. That home is not always where you begin, but sometimes it's the people who become who you were meant to be. Thank you.
Thank you, Namita. It is now my pleasure to introduce the Rector of St. Louis University, Madrid, and Vice President of St. Louis University, William Johnson. Rector Johnson joined SLU-Madrid as its rector in October 2024 after serving for nearly 8 years as Dean of the School of Law on the St. Louis campus of St. Louis University. Rector Johnson.
Thank you so much, Dr. Mazuka. Good morning, everyone. It is fantastic to see you all here this morning to celebrate together the remarkable accomplishments of our graduates. I know so many of you have traveled a great distance to be here. Family members, loved ones, friends, colleagues, those joining us online, and most importantly, graduates, welcome. Bienvenidos a todos. And how about those student remarks? We have the best student body that you will find everywhere, anywhere. Will you join me in giving them one more round of applause? President Fazer, welcome back to SLU-Madrid. We're grateful for your presence at this busy time of year to celebrate these outstanding graduates with the rest of the St. Louis University Madrid community. You honor us by being here. Thank you so much, Mr. President. I love the commencement ceremony. I woke up this morning and I saw that the sun was shining and I knew today is going to be a really good day. The commencement ceremony is so uplifting, but this is the only commencement ceremony I've been to that begins with bagpipes. Always such a treat. We are blessed to have the talented Professor Binns among us. Please join me in thanking Professor Binns. It feels good to participate in something joyful. It's really important to pause, take a momentary break from busy lives, and recognize the hard work, dedicated effort, perseverance, and outstanding results that have brought this class of 2026 to this moment on their educational journeys. Today is a day that is filled with well-earned pride and joyful celebration with family, loved ones, and close friends, as well as faculty and staff members who have played critically important roles in the learning, growth, and educational journeys of our graduates. We are joined by members of the faculty body who participated in the processional and have played a critical role in providing meaningful opportunities inside and outside the classroom for our graduates to challenge themselves, to think deeply, expand imagination, deepen understanding, develop lifelong skills, and seek truth. Members of the faculty, would you please rise as you are able and be recognized? Thank you. You may be seated. We really have a world-class faculty. It is such a privilege to be part of this community. Equally important, however, these graduates have been supported tirelessly by the most dedicated staff body you will find anywhere. Staff members who care deeply about the student experience and student success. Please join me in recognizing the outstanding staff members who have been such an important part of the journey these graduates have been on. Finally, perhaps most important of all, these graduates have had the critically important support of people who care about them, family, and loved ones, whether that support has been financial or has come in the form of someone to call when feeling homesick, someone to lean on during difficult times, someone to offer words of encouragement when that comfort was needed most. Moms and dads, siblings and grandparents, abuelos, abuelas, tias and tios, and other family members, I see you and I honor you. Graduates, I know that you have been supported by family members you love and who care about you. I know that because you have told me so. Graduates, I invite you to rise as you are able, turn to family members and loved ones, and thank them with a round of applause. Thank you. This 2026 SLU-Madrid commencement ceremony is my second as rector, and this commencement is one that is especially meaningful to me. My own daughter is graduating today. And it has been such a deep pleasure to get to know this outstanding class over the past 2 years, students who helped me see right away just how remarkable this campus community is. It is an awesome privilege to serve this community as rector. More than that, however, the ceremony is meaningful because it is the culmination of something extraordinary. Graduates, whether you have completed your undergraduate degree or a master's degree, what you have done to be here today is truly impressive. Each of you made an unusual decision, the decision to do something extraordinary. You have challenged yourself to pursue your education outside your home country or in a language that is not your first language, or in some cases both, in most cases to cross an ocean, and in all cases to take risks and to follow a road less traveled. You have immersed yourself in a rich, vibrant, multilingual, multinational, and multicultural environment. You've traveled to exciting places, you've pursued adventure, and you have fully embraced the distinctive opportunity of what it means to be a student at SLU-Madrid. As a result of all that and more in your time here, you have grown in truly profound ways. You leave here changed, in part because of the outstanding education you have received, but also the people you've met, the risks you've taken, the exciting things you've seen and done, and the experiences that you've had both inside the classroom and out there in the world. You are still you, but you are different too. A little older and wiser, with valuable new perspectives, and having had incredibly transformational experiences. You will carry this education and those experiences with you for the rest of your lives. But you have also left your mark on this campus. You've made significant contributions to this remarkable community in your time with us. So even as you have grown and changed, you have also changed us in important ways. For example, we are now up to 50 student-led clubs and organizations that are part of this community and are flourishing because of the vision and hard work of members of this class. We continue to have a high-quality student newspaper and creative magazine because of members of this graduating class. Check out the latest editions of the New SLU and Convivium magazine when we gather on campus after the ceremony. But publications, academic orgs, affinity orgs, special interest orgs, all of the clubs and organizations led by students enhance the vibrancy of the community and enrich the student experience. And many have the specific objective of making the world a better place. That is part of your enduring legacy. You should be proud of that. Members of this class have traveled to London to immerse themselves in the fast-paced and exciting world of marketing in a global environment. Members of this class have traveled to London to experience Shakespeare in that part of the world where Shakespeare was first experienced on stage 400 years ago. Members of this class have gone snorkeling in the Mediterranean Sea, taking water samples and engaging in scientific discovery to better understand ocean sustainability. Members of this class traveled to Kenya on an amazing 10-day trip to do field work in environmental sustainability. On Friday, we celebrated outstanding members of this class for their excellence in the classroom, academic honors, leadership, service, and more. 2 graduates here today were recognized by St. Louis University with the prestigious university-wide Spirit of the Billiken Award. Members of this class have performed in plays and musical concerts, have produced truly remarkable short films, and have offered dance performances that have moved my spirit and brought tears to my eyes. I could go on and on. The bottom line, this is an incredibly impressive class. Members of this class have also shown me what it means to live our Jesuit identity and mission and our shared calling to walk with the excluded, seeking justice in an unjust world. I'm reminded over and over that life is beautiful, that life is precious, that we know there is also pain and suffering in the world. There's a need for healing. In the midst of pain and injustice, this class has leaned into our mission, our calling to seek justice, and our tradition of being people of service for and with others. Members of this graduating class have raised money for vulnerable groups impacted by conflict and aggression. Members of this class have supported refugees and migrants. Members of this class have facilitated important conversations about race and racism. Members of this class have marched for women's rights and an end to violence against women. And members of this class have consistently centered human dignity in ways that I find deeply meaningful and inspiring. We lost a member of our student body in October in a tragic accident. It was devastating. When that happened, members of this class and the entire campus community mourned together. The community came together as one to remember and honor a beautiful young person whose life ended far too soon, and to offer one another comfort and healing and hope. We heard in the Gospel of John at yesterday's baccalaureate Mass that Jesus of Nazareth commanded his disciples, "Love one another as I have loved you." Members of this community of all faith traditions embody that commandment to love one another. And the love that I felt in this community contributed so meaningfully to the healing of a broken heart that we needed so badly. Members of this class have insisted that this troubled world and this imperfect university campus be a better, more just place, and my goodness, members of this class have played critical roles in making it so. In doing all these things, class of 2026, you have blessed me in ways that you probably did not even realize. You have blessed me with a deep sense of hope and a renewed sense of purpose, and those are gifts that I will treasure. Class of 2026, you didn't simply earn a degree in your time here. You made this community better by being part of it. I am so grateful for that. It was Mother's Day in the United States yesterday. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Moms, I know firsthand the longing you felt each time your precious child boarded those flights to travel to Madrid for a new semester. I know the pull that you felt on your heart each time they left home. I felt that pull too. 4 years ago, when I was still in St. Louis and my youngest daughter made the decision to travel to Madrid to pursue her degree here, becoming part of this class of 2026. It was hard, and there were tears. But I felt so much pride in her courage and adventurous spirit and willingness to do something extraordinary. Moms and fellow fathers, I know there were days when you wished they would have gone to college at the local university. I felt those days. But they spread their wings and they soared. They followed a road less traveled, and it was right for them because their dreams were too big for a local experience. Aren't you so incredibly proud of them? I know that I am. I am proud of this class. I have been proud and happy to see how this remarkable group of graduates has persevered by working hard while demonstrating integrity and leaning into the Jesuit identity and mission of this university. Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, on some positions, cowardice asks the question, is it safe? Expediency asks the question, is it politic? And vanity comes along and asks the question, is it popular? But conscience asks the question, is it right? And there comes a time when one must take a position that is neither safe, nor politic, nor popular, but he must do it because conscience tells him it is right. As members of this Jesuit community, that is precisely what we are called to do. Especially during challenging times, we are called to do what is right. And that calling is bigger than politics. Members of opposing political parties can and should engage in respectful disagreement regarding important questions of politics and policy. But each of us, every single one of us, is called to do what is right, especially when it's difficult. Graduates, no matter where you find yourself next, seek to do what is right. Be the architects of a more just society. The world needs you. In this beautiful but imperfect world, be a light that shines brightly to give others hope and comfort, even as you have given me and one another hope and comfort in your time here. In your time here, SLU-Madrid has become your home. Beginning today, you are alumni of St. Louis University and this Madrid campus. As our newest alumni, I look forward to welcoming you home here in Madrid whenever you get a chance to return, which I hope is often. Congratulations, SLU-Madrid class of 2026. Keep on soaring. We will see you when you come home. And now, it is my sincere pleasure to introduce this year's distinguished commencement speaker, President Ed Fazer. Dr. Fazer became the university's 34th president in July last year. President Fazer grew up in the Pacific Northwest and attended the University of San Francisco, another Jesuit university, where he earned a Bachelor of Arts in Government. He then pursued graduate studies at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, earning both a master's and a PhD in city and regional planning. Dr. Fazer's career in higher education has included faculty and leadership roles at UNC Chapel Hill, the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign, the University of Manchester in the United Kingdom, and most recently, Oregon State University. He has also served in government as the Assistant Secretary for Policy in the North Carolina Department of Commerce. Dr. Fazer teaches in the areas of public policy, economics, and planning. Shaped by his Jesuit education, Dr. Fazer's leadership is defined by a steadfast commitment to the success of every student and the power of universities to transform lives and contribute to flourishing communities. On this, his first Madrid commencement ceremony as president, please join me in giving a very warm welcome to the 2026 distinguished commencement speaker, President Ed Fazer.
Good morning. Before I begin, I'd like to thank Rector Johnson, the faculty and staff of St. Louis University Madrid, and all those who've made this remarkable campus and community possible. To the family and friends gathered here today, thank you for your sacrifices, encouragement, and love that helped bring these graduates to this moment. And graduates, congratulations. I'm honored and grateful to have this opportunity to address you today. You've had the extraordinary privilege of studying in one of the world's great cities, a city where life spills into plazas late in the evening, a place of cafes and museums, of crowded sidewalks and lovely parks, of ancient churches and modern ambitions. And for many of you, your education here wasn't confined to Madrid alone. You've traveled across Spain and Europe. You've wandered unfamiliar streets, encountered new cultures and histories, and discovered new things about yourself along the way. And you've made lifelong friends. Places have changed you. In fact, this morning, I want to speak to you about place. Not geography or tourism or destinations checked off a list, but the question of what it means to truly inhabit a place, to work to genuinely belong there. Because over the course of my life, living and working in many different places in the US and Europe, I've come to believe that one's relationship to place is tied closely to one's search for meaning. Jose Ortega y Gasset wrote, "Tell me the landscape in which you live, and I will tell you who you are." When I was a little boy, I lived in a small half-house, half-cabin on Lake Crescent in Olympic National Park in Washington State. My father was a ranger in the National Park Service. A vivid memory is climbing up onto a small table in my bedroom so I could look out the window and watch trucks move in what seemed like an endless line on the highway around the lake's edge, carrying logs from forests abutting the park. To this day, the sound of a semi-trailer downshifting brings me back instantly to that place. Most people imagine America's national parks as idyllic places, Disneylands, of the spectacular Mother Earth. And during peak tourist season, they are. But living in a national park teaches you something that surrounding these stunning landscapes are different kinds of places. Hard-scrabble towns where people work 3 jobs to survive, where single industries rise and fall in a decade, where economic hardship lingers for generations. And when I was growing up, many of those places were changing dramatically. The logging industry in the Pacific Northwest became a shadow of its former self. Most towns declined. A few reinvented themselves as tourist havens, bustling for 3 months a year just to struggle through 9. Former lumberjacks serving lattes and cleaning VRBOs. Later, my family moved to a village of 90 people in the Sierra Nevada mountains of California, and then to a Central Valley city of 12,000. When I went to high school, my hometown was a thriving farming, ranching, and mill town. Today, the mills are long gone, and mostly only retirees remain. Like many young people growing up in rural America, I desperately wanted to leave. I was drawn to San Francisco and the University of San Francisco. Truth is, I chose the city first, the university second. Maybe like a few of you when you chose to study in Madrid. Suddenly, I was living in a dense global city filled with diversity and complexity, and I supercharged the experience by studying abroad in Vienna in my junior year, encountering a great European city for the first time. You know the feeling well, the exhilaration of realizing how large and diverse the world really is. Places became the focus of my graduate study. namely why some cities flourish and others wither. As a young professor, I spent years providing economic counsels to cities and towns across the U.S. South, the Midwest, Appalachia, and the Mississippi Delta, places hit hard by deindustrialization, factory closures, and technological change. Many of those communities still struggle today. And yet what struck me most was not the hardship. It was the attachment. People still felt to their place, even in the face of hardship. Their communities weren't abstractions to them. They were home, where grandparents had worked, where children had been raised, where memories were embedded in streets and churches and schools and landscapes, where hope is not just any future, but a future tethered with devotion to both the present and to the past. Place isn't just scenery. It's not just where life happens. Places shape our imaginations, our relationships, our obligations, our sense of responsibility, our belief in what's possible for ourselves and others. Places form us. Madrid formed you. Today we often think of freedom as the ability to remain unbound, to keep moving, to keep our options open, to never become too attached to any place for too long. Certainly there's immense value in exploring the world. Your education here in Madrid is proof of that. Encountering other cultures deepens empathy and understanding. Travel expands the mind. But there's also danger in drifting through life as perpetual spectators, moving from place to place, from experience to experience, without ever allowing yourself to truly belong anywhere, to be rooted in some place. In his book, Staying Put, Scott Sanders wrote that if we never root ourselves, we risk becoming little more than collectors of sensations. Being rooted doesn't mean being provincial. The opposite of provincialism isn't rootlessness, it's openness. People who are deeply grounded somewhere, who love and tend a neighborhood, a city, a landscape, are often best able to comprehend other places because they understand what it means to belong somewhere themselves. I hope that is one of the deepest lessons that living and learning here has taught you. Not simply how to travel, but how to pay attention sincerely, how to be present gracefully, how to inhabit a place with gratitude and humility. Vietnamese Buddhist monk Thich Nhat Hanh said, "This spot where you sit is your own spot. It's on this very spot and in this very moment that you can become enlightened. You don't have to go sit beneath a special tree in a distant land." Wise words. Beware of the modern temptation to believe that meaning and happiness that comes from meaning is always in the next city, the next achievement, the next promotion, the next job, the next version of yourself. Which brings me to Viktor Frankl. Viktor Frankl was a young Austrian psychiatrist when the Nazis deported him and his family to concentration camps during the Holocaust. Over several years, he endured starvation, forced labor, brutality, and the constant presence of death. His father, mother, brother, and pregnant wife all perished. Everything that had once defined his life, his profession, possessions, freedom, and family, was stripped away. Yet Frankl later reflected that even in a place designed to extinguish human dignity, some prisoners still managed to preserve an inner freedom, the freedom to choose how they would respond to suffering. He saw prisoners sharing bread, comforting one another, praying, or simply noticing a sunset beyond barbed wire. After the war, Frankl wrote that the inmates most capable of enduring the camps were those who held fast a purpose beyond themselves, a loved one to return to, unfinished work to complete, faith in God. In a powerful passage, he describes marching through the frozen darkness while thinking of his wife, realizing that love itself, even in absence, could give life meaning. From that experience emerged his conviction that a person cannot pursue happiness. Happiness ensues, he wrote, as the byproduct of dedication to a cause greater than oneself, or of giving oneself over to love and service to others. For me, that's one of the deepest lessons about place. A place is never merely a point in space. It's not simply where we consume experiences, collect memories, or pass through as tourists. At its best, a place calls us beyond ourselves. It roots us in relationships, obligations, traditions, and histories. It asks something of us, even as it gives something to us. So wherever your path leads after SLU-Madrid, whether you live in great global cities or small towns, my hope for you is this. Learn a place deeply. Care for it. Let it constrain the choices you make. Rejoice in the claims it makes upon you. I'm wrapping up, I promise. Because in the end, a meaningful life is not found in global citizenship and urbane detachment. Frankl discovered that truth in the darkest imaginable place. And perhaps we can discover it too, that meaning and happiness are not found in isolation or self-absorption, but in truly belonging to something larger than ourselves. With pride and admiration, I salute your accomplishments. May God grant you the grace to always know where you are, the courage to be fully present, and the wisdom to find joy in becoming a blessing to others. Congratulations, class of 2024.
Thank you so much, President Fazer. That was a brilliant theme and so fitting for this graduation. We now come to the highlight of today's program, the conferring of degrees. I invite Director of Academic Advising, Jaime Ortiz, to approach the stage and read the names of our graduates. This year, we are honored to welcome a special guest, Mr. Rafi Meroy, University Director of International Recruitment and Enrollment at Suffolk University. Mr. Meroy will present the degree candidates from Suffolk University who will be called forward to be formally recognized. Mr. Meroy, please come forward.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Rafi Meroy, and I represent Suffolk University in Boston, Massachusetts, as its former director of our Madrid campus. Just to provide you a quick context, Suffolk Madrid ceased operations in May of 2024, and we needed to find a partner who would be able to host our students for a teach-out program. As a result of that, we have 4 students graduating this year with their international degree in international relations, and we knew that SLU-Madrid was the right place for them. On behalf of the entire Suffolk community, we want to thank the Suffolk St. Louis Madrid community for taking such great care of our students. They have received a high-quality education and a wonderful experience, and we and them are very thankful to you and will be eternally thankful for it. St. Louis Madrid, its administration, its faculty, its students community, thank you very much, and we are eternally grateful. Will the candidates? Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in International Relations please rise? On behalf of the College of Arts and Sciences of Suffolk University, I have the honor to present the candidates for the degree for which they have been recommended. Please step forward to be recognized as your name is called.
Eduarda Moraes Silva, cum laude. Annabelle Sellers, cum laude. Jean Samuel Dassey.
Congratulations. Suffolk University has been wonderful to work with, and the students have truly enriched our community. Now, the SLU-Madrid class of 2026. The associate deans will present the degree candidates in their respective divisions, and each candidate will step forward to be formally recognized. We will begin with a presentation of the candidates earning degrees from the School of Science and Engineering. It is my pleasure to invite Dr. Tayyab Gasmi, Associate Dean of Science and Engineering, to present the degree candidates in the School of Science and Engineering. Dr. Gasmi, please come forward.
Hello, everybody. Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science and the candidate for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in the School of Science and Engineering please approach the stage? President Fisher, on behalf of the Faculty of the School of Science and Engineering of St. Louis University, I have the honor to present these candidates for the degrees for which they have been recommended. Candidates, well, you already stepped forward to be recognized as your name is called.
Rose Johnson, Environmental Studies. Aya Sahar, Computer Science. Lauren Palega, Computer Science. Moa Gibbon, Computer Science.
And next, we will continue with the presentation of the candidates earning Bachelor of Science degrees from the Chaffetz School of Business. It is my pleasure to invite Dr. David Howden, Associate Dean of Business and Economics, to present the degree candidates in the Chaffetz School of Business. Dr. Howden, please come forward.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in the Chaffetz School of Business please approach the stage? President Fazer, it is my honor on behalf of the faculty of the Richard A. Chaffetz School of Business to present these candidates for the degrees for which they have been recommended. Candidates, please step forward to be recognized as your name is called.
Adam Hodge, International Business. Felipe Rosario, Marketing, magna cum laude. Vanessa Gallegos, Economics, International Business. Anna Kirkland, Economics, Marketing, cum laude. Santiago Pastor, International Business. Anthony Benafro, Economics, International Business. Emmett Gresser, Economics, International Business. Kaden Hafley, Economics, summa cum laude. Manuel Kraus Gomez, International Business. Lorena Peral Sánchez, Economics, magna cum laude. Ana Maria Muri, International Business Psychology, magna cum laude. Arana Elorriaga, International Business. Ana Servi Muñoz, Marketing. Joan Borbe, International Business. You made it. Leonardo Pitigliani, International Business and Marketing, cum laude. Chloe Nashimbeni, Marketing, cum laude. Temeshken Aklilu, International Business Marketing. No tienes el papel. Ahí vi también. Claudia Faltoiano, Ivy Marketing. Good, so far. Muhammad, Economics, International Business. María Ángel Lugo Averasturi, International Business, cum laude. Gianna Collenberg Sparks, International Business, cum laude. Bien. Carlos Lindo, International Business Marketing, magna cum laude. Daniel Rodríguez, International Business. Christian Laure, International Business. Devon France, Economics, International Business, magna cum laude. Jad Iskandar, International Business. Evelyn González Alpizar, International Business. Dina Amar, Marketing. Good. Yevgeny Buyukyan, International Business, magna cum laude. Bernard Dupla Rodriguez, International Business. Javier Vázquez del Mercado, International Business. Bueno, ya estamos, Juan. Juan Diego Camacho Barahona, International Business. Claro que sí. Alberto Marcos Corominas, International Business. Nicole Albornoz Fuentes, Marketing. Pedro Ledesma Alves, International Business. Leonardo Terreri, International Business. Antonio Blanes Noguera, Economics, International Business, cum laude. And last but not least, and Christopher Mosa, International Business.
Next, we will proceed with the presentation of the candidates earning degrees from the College of Arts and Sciences. It is my pleasure to invite Dr. Laura Tedesco, Associate Dean of Humanities and Social Sciences, to present the degree candidates in the College of Arts and Sciences. Dr. Tedesco, please come forward.
Will the candidate for the degree of Master of Arts and the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in the College of Arts and Science please approach the stage? Oh my God. President Fesser, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Arts and Sciences of St. Louis University, I have the honor to present the candidates for the degrees for which they have been recommended. Candidates, please step forward to be recognized as your name is called, beginning with our candidate for the degree of Master of Arts and followed by the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts.
Alain Sanchez Breton, Political Science International Relations. Hey. David Adewale, International Studies, cum laude. Sebastián Hernández, Political Science International Relations. Por ahí. Tranquilos, tranquilos. Angélica López Arcay, Political Science and International Studies. Alexander Herrera Castillo, Modern Languages and Intercultural Communication. Nicole Odongo, International Studies and History. Laia Al-Haddai, Psychology and International Studies. Juliana Vallecillo, Psychology and Spanish. Pierre-Elsa Jean-Louis, Psychology. Caitlin Berry, Psychology and Spanish, magna cum laude. Beatriz McDonald, Psychology. Sofia De Santis, Political Science, magna cum laude. Caroline Grace Fields, International Relations, triple major in International Relations, Communication, and International Studies, cum laude. Namita Challa, Psychology, Communication, summa cum laude. Gainer, thank you. That's a nice cap. Lily Gainer, Spanish. Anuka Ninua, International Relations and International Studies. Mariam Makub, Psychology and Philosophy, cum laude. José Antonio Casanueva Guerra, International Studies. Brenna O'Connell, Political Science, International Relations. There you go. Lila Urban, International Studies and English, cum laude. Axilia Meissner, Psychology, summa cum laude. Kayla Potokny, Political Science and magna cum laude. Lana Clevenger, English cum laude. Oh, thank you. Thea Uhl, Political Science, Communication and International Studies. Nicolas Pasaro, Psychology, Spanish, cum laude. Careful there, right? Noella Connor, Communication, Spanish. magna cum laude. Gabriela Ridley, psychology. Leticia Mondala, communication, magna cum laude. Twyla Angel, English. Sofía Ordóñez, Communication International Studies, cum laude. Arana Elorriaga, Psychology. Ana Servi Muñoz, Psychology. Javier Dávila, International Studies. Claudia Carrión, Political Science International Relations. Andreas de los Reyes, Communication. Go for it. Of course I can. It's your party, I say whatever. Sarah Emily Lefkovich, Philosophy, summa cum laude. Luke Marty McAuliffe, History. Gabriel De Leon, History. Oh, Michael. Michael Cortiñas Velázquez, International Studies. Hello, look at you, looking great. Alberto Enrique López, Art History. Stella Hilleman, Spanish, cum laude. Falta la ñ. Héctor Proaño Malaver, Political Science, summa cum laude. David Chavez, International Relations. Johan Basson, Communication. ¿Cómo tú por aquí? Sarah Hyon, Psychology. Christina Nicole, Psychology. Emma Berglund Puri, Psychology and Communication, cum laude. Okay, you go. Ava Borbis, Communication. Karen Revolorio, Communication, magna cum laude. Ashley Duarte, psychology, cum laude. Bárbara Torreño Zarzo, Communication and International Studies. Claudia. Claudia Fernández Álvarez, International Relations and Psychology. Lucía Casillas Yabata, Psychology. Grace Miklo, Psychology, magna cum laude. Kristina Yushchenko, Psychology. Ainhoa García, English and Communication. Ariana Porcela, Economics and Psychology. Hola, Mariela. Venga, vamos que si no, no termina. Mariela de la Peña Montano, Psychology, cum laude. Megan Rosario Fuentes, Psychology. Lena Weber, Communication, cum laude. Venga, ya. Adela Corral Jaramillo, International Relations, International Studies and History, magna cum laude. Macy Ellis, International Relations. En José Ignacio Moral Álvarez, Communication.
That was awesome. I told you today was going to be a really good day. I am delighted to invite President Ed Fazer to join me at the podium for formal conferral of degrees. Mr. President, on behalf of St. Louis University Madrid, it is my incredible honor to present these candidates for the degrees for which they have been recommended.
Vice President Johnson, by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of St. Louis University, I hereby confer upon those whose names were presented the degrees for which they were nominated, and I further declare them sons and daughters of St. Louis University forever.
Congratulations. Before I formally close this beautiful commencement ceremony, I would like to invite my dear friend and colleague, Father Jim O'Leary, to come to the podium to offer a blessing and a benediction for this class of 2026.
Is this working? You saw me walking in late. This should have been said at the beginning, but better late than never. Just a blessing of the graduates. Let us unite our hearts in prayer and entrust to the hands of the Lord those who are graduating. May God, who began this good work in you, carry it through to completion, enabling you to use your talents to the fullness so as to create a better world. May God give you the grace to make wise choices and be faithful to your commitments, always confident in the support of those who love you, of those who accompany you here today. May God bless you with discomforted, easy answers, half-truths, and superficial relationships, so that you may live deep within your heart. May God bless you with anger and injustice, oppression and exploitation, so that you will work for justice, equality, and peace. May God bless you with the foolishness to think you can make a difference in this world, so that you will do things that others tell you cannot be done. And finally, may God give you the integrity, and may your integrity be a gift to the world, and may the Spirit of God be with you always. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. God bless. Afterwards, as I get an applause.
We are now reaching the end of our ceremony. We ask all guests to remain in their seats until the stage party and the students exit. We invite you to campus to celebrate the achievements of the class of 2026 at one of our 2 receptions. We've gotten so big that we're spreading out around campus a little bit. The reception for graduates from the College of Arts and Sciences will be in San Ignacio Hall, where the faculty members in humanities and social sciences will be waiting. The reception for graduates from the Chaffetz School of Business and the School of Science and Engineering will be on the patio of Padre Arupe Hall, where faculty members in Business and Economics and Science and Engineering will be waiting. Graduates, know that you are always welcome here, at your home, away from home. We wish you the very best. We're going to miss you. It's hard to let you go, but we know you're ready. We're so very proud of you. Cannot wait to see what you accomplish tomorrow. Congratulations, class of 2026.